Hey guys, how's it going? Mark here from Mix It Studios. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this is Sound Engineer Reacts. So as a sound engineer, I am looking at the production, recording, mixing and even mastering aspects of recorded and live music, reacting to that as much as I'm reacting to the music itself. So today I'm looking at a band called CHON and their song Waterslide, the official music video. CHON were a band that were due to play one of the venues that I work at as a live sound engineer. Obviously with events going on in the world right now, that didn't happen. I think it did get postponed a few times anyway. I don't know why, but you know, for whatever reason it did. So yeah, hopefully they will play whenever live music returns again. They'll play the venue I work at. You know, I watched their Audio Tree live session that's up on YouTube, and they're definitely a great live band. It's a great live session, also very well recorded. All the Audio Tree live sessions always sound really good, so they're always a pleasure to listen to. But yeah, I really enjoyed the sound of the band, but I still haven't gotten round to checking out their recorded music, so I'm looking forward to hearing this track and sharing my thoughts with you guys. So without further ado, let's dive into it. This is Waterslide by CHON.
Jumpy.
What up, dog?
Hey, are you down to skate today?
Before the house show?
Alright, tight. I'll see you in a little bit. Peace.
Okay, I was a bit confused by all that there. I was like, is this the actual song? I don't think this is the actual song. Doesn't sound like it's the actual song. I was kind of enjoying the vibe of it though. And yeah, Smash Bros. When the video started, I was like, what? Am I watching an advert or something? Yeah, great sense of humor as well. The whole little story going on with the dog. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, let's carry on. Yeah, this is more what I expected. Yeah, let's carry on. Oh man, that distortion on the guitar, it's like a light fuzz, but it's just really like creamy and like such a sweet mid-range to it. Really, really nice sounding. The clean tone as well. Just before that, really, really nice. Just, yeah, such a great guitar tone, you know, which I would expect from a band like this. Obviously, it's very, you know, guitar focused, although in general, you know, it's like sort of virtuoso musicians. And so as much as, you know, great performances and great writing is a big part of it, it's also about great tone, which is part of being a good player, I think. So yeah. Our bass is ridiculous. So good. I mean, they're all really great musicians. Very, very nice bass tone. The drums, that was mainly what I was kind of honing in on just then. The drum sound is great. Really nice snare sound, nice snap to it, but nice, you know, it's kind of a nice roundness to it as well. The kick drum sound in particular, I very much like. It's more that kind of more sort of like jazz style kick, just a nice thud to it, but not a load of the actual beat of the kick in there, and not a ton of actual low end. It's more like low mid focused, but just very nice thud, and it kind of allows the bass to sort of sit underneath, whereas in a lot of other genres of music, you know, or even for, you know, this kind of music, quite often it's more the kick drum sits below the bass guitar, but you know, it's sort of somewhere in between, I guess. Yeah, let's carry on. Yeah, so there's definitely like a sub octave going on there on the bass guitar. It just has a really nice, deep kind of slight growl to it, but very nice, especially on some of those sustained notes. It just, yeah, really like resonates nicely, and just has a nice low end extension to it. Very, very nice. The drums are just like somewhere in between. It's like a slight kind of jazzy sound, but like rock as well in terms of their tuning and how they're recorded. The snare sound is really great. It's just got a great snap to it, but it's not like overly resonant as well. You know, I generally like kind of quite deadened drum sound, but this has a nice amount of life and resonance to it, but without being too, you know, too overly like ringy or anything. It's just, it has a nice snap and a nice liveliness to it, but it's still quite tight sounding, which, yeah, I really appreciate those kind of drum sounds. Cymbals sound really nice too as well, but just very smooth, and not overly dominant in the mix. I don't usually like cymbals that are too loud in a mix. You know, they're at a nice level, but they're not overpowering, and not kind of brittle in any way. They're just very smooth sounding. Sounds like, you know, just nice, a nice kit, nice cymbals and everything, but nicely recorded as well. Nice shift there between the two lead guitar sounds to differentiate them. You know, the first lead part, very mid-focus, very like central in the mix, and then with the lead that's come in just now, it's more kind of twangy, a little bit more scooped, and has more of a stereo extension to it. It's gone a bit wider. Interesting kind of thing I just picked up on is that the mix in general is quite dry, obviously apart from, you know, actual like reverb effects with pedals going on the guitars, but in terms of what is applied in the mix, there isn't really kind of any reverbs or effects going on here. It's all just like quite dry and you know, fairly like tight sounding, but that works for the band because there is so much like busyness going on in a lot of what they're playing. You really don't need anything to fill out the mix. So yeah, just a nice kind of mix choice that I sort of picked up on. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's nice. It's nice that it's as dry as it is. Oh, nice. On that little break there, it's like that guitar just dropped to like a room mic or something. You know, not a close mic on the cabinet. It sounded like it just dropped to a room mic. And then when the guitars came back in, it makes them so much more impactful, especially as, you know, there are two kind of like a stereo sounding image going on, two parts, or like a double or whatever, something like that going on. But yeah, it really brought it forward because they were so much closer than the guitar part in that break that was just a room mic or whatever. Yeah, that was great. Really enjoyed that. Didn't disappoint based on what I heard from their audio tree session and them live. Just as great on the recordings. Yeah, you know, I think a lot of bands, you know, when it's a good band and they're good players, they generally always, especially working with the right producers and, you know, having the right budget on recordings or whatever, like they translate just fine to recording in a studio and that medium. But yeah, it can sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just a miss. You know, there's some bands that I've absolutely fallen in love with, and yet they've taken a while to find their feet, like a few albums or whatever, getting the right sound for them with recording, and you know, they've never just had the same energy or life within their studio recordings. But yeah, these guys sound just as good on record. And great, really nice recording. Yeah, I could listen to music like this all day long. I really could, you know, just it is great because it's music that you can have on in the background and kind of just, you know, chill out and vibe to, or you can really like geek out over it and like zone in on, you know, how cool some of the parts are in it, or just what's going on tonally or whatever. Like there's just a lot of like interesting flavors going on. Really, really cool stuff. And yeah, I don't know why I hadn't listened to more of their recorded music until now. But I surely will be listening to more of their recorded stuff. This is a great band with some great recordings. And yeah, I hope they come play the venue I'm working at sometime soon, whenever live music returns, or just play in my city or somewhere near so I can go see them live. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the band, what you think of this track in particular, if you have any thoughts on the production yourself and the recording and so on. Let me know if there are any other tracks you would like me to check out, you think it would be interesting for me to react to by CHON or any other band, similar or otherwise. Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next one.